you're ready to start making explosive plays as a running back and start breaking for them 70, 80 yarders, then you need to watch this full video. What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video here at Explosiveness, when we're helping running back dominate, elevate, into becoming the best running back you possibly can be, okay? And in today's video, I'm gonna show you how you're gonna improve your acceleration so you can hit the hole fast and start being a dangerous straight and open field where coaches are like, wow, this guy's speed is just game breaking. That's what you want. You want people to be like, he got that game breaking speed, okay? So before we get to that video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and subscribe to Desireless, as we're chasing not 1K, we were chasing 1K last March. Now we're chasing 2K for April. I know it's like, well, how you gonna get 2K if you ain't reached 1? Hey, just subscribe, bro. We'll worry about that later. Subscribe, bro. Help us get there, all right? Don't just sit here and be a ninja watcher and just watch and don't subscribe, all right? Give us, I'm just playing, bro. Like, if you want to subscribe, go ahead. If you don't, it's cool, all right? But also, if you're interested, man, join our email list or Discord group. Link to those in the description down below, where you can have more written format and more content to help you elevate and be a better running back, all right? But that's if you want to. But I know you came here for the meat and potatoes, and that's gonna show you how you're gonna improve your acceleration as a running back. And now the running back's gonna be like, well, what is acceleration, or what's the difference between speed and acceleration? What acceleration is the ability to hit your top end speed faster than everybody else. There's a lot of guys who are fast, but they don't have fast acceleration. Let me give you an example. Derrick Henry is a fast running back. He can clock 21 miles per hour, but he's not an accelerating running back. He doesn't hit his top end speed fast. It takes him a while to get going. It takes him about 10 to 20 yards to hit his top end speed, compared to a guy like Christian McCaffrey, who he hits his top end speed as soon as he hits the hole, and is able to kind of give him advantage where as soon as that hole was there, he can hit it and go. Now, I think Derrick Henry is overall faster. I think he has more top end speed, but Christian McCaffrey is able to hit his top end speed faster. So I think a lot of people might think, well, if you ask who's faster, a lot of people probably will say Christian McCaffrey, but reality is Derrick Henry. It's just that Christian McCaffrey can hit his top end speed faster, so it gives him the illusion that he is a faster player on the football field. In reality, acceleration is important because you want to be able to hit your top end speed right away. You don't want to be a fast car or a fast person, but it take you 3 minutes to hit top end speed. No, you want to be able to hit it right away. As soon as I say go, blah, all right, I'm out of there. Okay, so that's the importance of acceleration. And if you look at a lot of elite running backs, Derrick Henry is a unicorn. All right, you look at guys like Saquon Barkley, a Christian McCaffrey, a Jahmyr Gibbs. These guys have elite acceleration. Okay, yes, they have top end speed, but they're one step, they're 10-yard splits. Hey, they're up there with the best, bro. They can just get out. All right, they don't waste no movements. Okay, because you have to be, if you want to be a running back, you have to be able to hit your acceleration fast. Even if you're not the fastest dude, you could be a guy who can run a 4.7 40, a 4.8 40. But if you can hit that 4.8 and 4.7 right away, it's going to be a difference maker. You're still going to be able to make plays. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you're going to improve your acceleration in this video. All right, so when it's going into improving your acceleration, obviously it's a mindset thing. It's, you have to train with intent. You have to do things with intent, because acceleration phase isn't long. It's just 5 to 10 yards. It's hitting that top end speed fast. So if you're out there training, or if you're out there doing something, you need to have a mindset, I have no time to waste. I have to literally be able to hit top end speed as soon as I get out. So it's more of a mindset thing when you're going into it. When you're going into training. All right, so what I recommend is somebody who's wanting to improve their explosiveness, improve their acceleration, you must sprint fast in practice and in workout. Now, I know you're thinking like, well, duh, I speed train all the time, but yes, but there's a lot of people who runs fast in speed training, but then when they get to practice, they don't run fast at all. They're kind of, when you're in walkthroughs, they don't give no bursts. When they're individual drills, they're not giving no bursts. When they're doing a lot of things, they're not giving no bursts. And that's gains you're leaving on the table, those opportunities that you're leaving on the table to get faster. Like, all right, I get it, you speed train, everybody speed trains, and if you're not speed training or running fast in practice, well, buddy, hey, you behind the wheel. You need to get on it right now, because season's gonna be here before you know it. All right, but if you're a guy and all right, everybody speed trains. Okay, let's say you speed train once or twice a week or 3 times, as I suggest you should run fast. You should run full speed 3 times a week. But let's say you get to practice or in season or whatever, and you practice more than anything. All right, so you get in there and now it's just like you want to be the cool guy. Oh, I'm just walking through this and that. Like, no, run fast in practice. That is a great way to get faster in practice, bro. Like, you catch a ball, you're running the ball, speed out. When we're doing mesh drills, I'm getting a 10-yard burst every time, full speed. If we're doing just indie drills, I'm bursting out of my cut. Like, practice that, because that's all acceleration. That's working on your acceleration, hitting that top end speed as fast as possible, and that's what you want. So you got to practice it. I'm a guy, I love to run fast in practice. I love to work on my acceleration in practice. I feel like that's a great contributor to how I'm a guy who can run a 4.3 40, because I wasn't running 4.3 out of high school. I was running like 4.6s. I ran a 4.7 out of camp one time when I was in JUCO. All right, I didn't have a 4.3 40, but as I kept training, as I kept getting better, and as I applied these other principles I'm going to name later, they helped me get able to run a 4.3 40 and a 42.5 inch vertical. How was I able to do that? Is because I practiced with intent. I trained with intent. When I go to training sessions, I'm training fast. A lot of you guys, you think you're training hard, and you think when you're speed workouts, you think, oh yeah, I do speed workouts. I watch a lot of guys and they out there jogging. I'm like, boy, you paying all this money? Your parents paying all this money and you out there jogging, you're not giving full speed? No, everything gotta be with intent. You have to go and take off and run fast like you were racing, all right? If you're racing somebody and you wanna win, you gotta bet online, you gonna haul ass, right? That's how you have to train, that's how you have to practice. You need to haul ass. Okay, that's how you're gonna improve your acceleration and improve your explosiveness as a running back. Most running backs will never get recruited or achieve their goals they have on the field. And it's not because they're talented or they don't have the ability, it's just because they're training in the wrong way. I was a guy in high school who didn't even start. I hardly played and I still found a way to play Division I ball, and now I am an NFL prospect who can run a 4.3 40 and has a 42.5-inch vertical. How? It's because I had a system installed, and the system I call is the Running Back Domination System, which is the #1 online training platform for running backs who's ready to actually dominate the game. This is only for serious inquiries. It's only for guys who really are about that life. Running backs who are really ready to dominate on the field. Running backs who really want to play high level football, really want to chase the professional goal, because the Running Back Domination System isn't for everybody. It's intense, it's hard work, but I promise you, it's going to get you to where you need to go. Like I said, I was a guy in high school who didn't even start, and I still made a way. I'm not the biggest, I wasn't the strongest, but I still made a way because I followed the system, and we created a system that we want to give to you guys to help you perform and help you be elite. This is the premium #1 online running back training system out there. The Running Back Domination System is going to help you get elite if you're a serious running back who's ready to invest in themselves and truly, and I mean truly, become elite. But the next thing you need to do is you need to be lifting weights, and not just lifting weights slow. And I max out school. My max is 500 pounds, and I go down them. 10 seconds goes by, and you know my back off. No, you need to lift heavy weights, but lift it fast. You need to be able to train your central nervous system to be able to spark like bow, bow, bow. Okay, that's all acceleration, because when that ball snapped or whatever when that ball snapped, when you get the ball in the hole, whenever your body realizes, oh, this is an opportunity to go, you need to be able to go right away. So it's critical that you're lifting weights fast, doing a lot of hand cleans, doing a lot of power cleans, doing a lot of front squat, back squats, but doing those things fast with heavy weight, doing a lot of single leg split squat. That's one of the things that I love to do, is having like a bar on my back and having like my foot elevated and doing, like you said, like Bulgarian split squats, doing those are great for acceleration. That puts all the focus on one leg, all that strength. And like I said, you gotta move it fast, you can't move it slow. This isn't powerlifting, all right? It's not just about strength, it's about power. We're gonna develop power. That's how you become explosive. You don't want to develop strength. Strength is totally different. That's just how strong you are, like a bear. If I bear hug you, or if I shake your hand, or if I grab you, no, we want that one pow, that power. And that same thing when it comes to explosive and being acceleration, it's exploding. All right, so we're gonna be lifting fast. We're gonna be doing plyometrics, doing a lot of plyometrics. Plyometrics are so great for developing acceleration and explosiveness. Plyometrics is a great thing. You should be doing a lot of bounding, a lot of vert jumps, broad jumps, single leg jumps. You should be doing plyometrics all the time. And as a bonus, I should have mentioned this before, is running hills. Hill sprints, I believe, is what really transform my speed. I think hill sprints is the #1 speed workout that any running back can do. Any running back can do running hills, okay? Like just running full speed up a hill. It gives you natural running form, and you're literally just training acceleration, because you're already having resistance going against you up that hill. In order to be able to go up that hill, you have to push hard and fast, and you're really focusing on that first couple steps, and that's what's so important in acceleration, is those first couple steps to get you going and get that top end speed. So running up a hill is a great thing, because if you don't run fast, you're not getting up that hill. You're gonna get smoked. All right, so I love running hills, man. Like running hills is what I believe that helped me take my speed to the next level. Also, we always run hills, bro. We've been running hills for years now. Hills is just always just a great thing for running backs. Look at Walter Payton. He ran hills all the time. Like Damian Tomlinson. These guys, they built hills. They had hills that they would go to religiously. All right, hills is definitely, bro. It's for running backs, bro, to drive phase, everything, running through tackles. I love hill sprints. All right, those are great things. But like I said, you want to be lifting weights, heavy weights fast, and you want to be hitting plyometrics. And then the third thing that's going to help you improve your acceleration and explosiveness is taking your nutrition serious. All right, nutrition is so important, because one, you can't be fat and be explosive. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, you have to be in a good body fat percentage to be explosive. You don't have to be the leanest dude. I'm not saying you have to be single digit body fat, but the range for a running back should be around 10 to 13%. I feel like that's kind of like the best range. Obviously, you have your outliers, some who are a little bit lower, some a little bit higher, but generally for all running backs, you should be within that 10 to 13% body fat range. So it's gonna be just like, I should show a picture right here, but this is what it's gonna look like. The thing is, like, if your body weight, if you have excess body fat, it's gonna slow you down. You're not gonna be able to take off fast, especially in the acceleration phase. You gotta have muscle. You gotta have muscle that's actually working with you, not against you. When you have body fat, that's holding you back. It's like somebody having a resistance band on your hip and holding you back. No, we need to be not as lean as possible, but we need to be a good amount amount of, you know, body fat where it's not holding us back. It's giving us energy, it's giving us strength, but it's not holding us back. So that comes with eating the right foods, eating good protein, not eating fast food, not eating fried food, eating good carbs. Carbs are great, and I'm gonna tap into that next is why carbs are gonna help you get faster. But carbs, eating good fat. Fats are okay. Fats, you need fats for recovery. I've been talking to a lot of running backs who've been in RDS saying like, hey man, like my diet consists of, you know, rice, complex carbs, lean protein, and hardly any fats. I'm like, yo, fats are what's gonna get you faster. It's gonna help you recover. It's gonna help your body recover and protect your organs, everything. Fats are good. It's just how you get them. You don't wanna get it from milkshakes and fried chicken and french fries. No, you wanna get them from like olive oil, nut butter, salmon. Okay, you wanna get healthy fats, nuts, walnuts, all that stuff like that. You wanna get healthy fats in you. Another thing about nutrition is carbs. Eating a lot of carbs. You're not a bodybuilder. I know it's a lot of not a lot of athlete nutritional videos out there, but I made one right here. You should look at it right now after this video. But it's a lot of athletes are taking bodybuilding nutrition advice. Understand, these guys are training for aesthetics. They're aesthetic sport. They don't care about performance. They care about how they look. Okay, so they're not on a high carb diet. But as a running back, you need to be eating a lot of carbs because carbs fuel the fast twitch muscle fibers. What are the fast twitch muscle fibers? The fibers that make you go fast, that make you explode. So you have to eat carbs. Don't neglect your carbs. Don't listen to these bodybuilders. Yes, they might look good in underwear, but guess what? They're not out there toting that rock like you. They're not. And could they? Maybe, probably not. They can't really move. You know, some of them can barely wipe their right? They're too big. But you have to take your nutrition serious. Eating a lot of carbs. Carbs are good. Eating simple carbs. You can eat like your, you know, sugary snacks, like your cereal, bagels, fruit snacks. I eat a lot of goldfish crackers. I ate those right before and after my workouts. Those give me immense amount of energy, so I put in great input so I can become more explosive, okay? And on top of that, I'm gonna throw in an extra bonus thing. If you're old enough, definitely start taking some caffeine too before the workout. Simple carbs, caffeine, bro, you're gonna be training like a madman. That's really gonna help you get the most out of your workouts. And you get the most out of your workouts, what are you gonna do? You're gonna become more explosive. You're gonna improve that acceleration, okay? So you gotta tie those three things. You have to run fast and practice, and sprint fast and practice in the speed training. Actually do it. Run as fast as you can. You need to be lifting weights fast and hard, heavy weights fast, and doing a lot of plyometrics. And then third, eating the right foods, eating carbs, good carbs, like potatoes, sweet potatoes. And then your simple carbs too, like your fruit snacks, your Uncrustables, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, cereal. I eat just like a cup of cereal before I go work out. I do a lot of stuff like that, all right? And make sure your body fat percentage is in the right range. You don't want to be too high and have a gut. If you have a gut, it's like running with a resistance band on your hip. But you don't want to be too lean too, where you don't have the power to be strong enough to be able to pop out and explode out of the blocks, like if you were in track, or if you're just like, you know, taking off. It's a fine line. I say between 10 and 13% body fat generally for running backs, all right? And then last but not least, you have to be consistent with all of this. Is it going to happen in a day? No. Is it going to happen in a week? No. You need to string along months and weeks and months and maybe even a year or 2 years to actually become really explosive, all right? You have to stay committed. You have to stay disciplined. Discipline is the most important thing because it keeps you on track. And if your guy's not going to be consistent, not to be disciplined with your input, well then your output is never going to happen. You're never going to get faster. You're never going to be explosive. Like I said, in high school, I was running 4.6s, 4.7s. You know, if I'd just be like, dang, I can't run a 4.3 in a week, I'd have gave up, then I would not be a 4.3 right now. But over the years, I knew how important all this was. I knew how important my nutrition, how important running fast not every day, but multiple times a week. I knew how important, you know, doing plyometrics and lifting heavy weights fast. I knew all of that. So what did I do? I focused on it, and as I got older and older, I'm able to become an explosive athlete, an explosive running back. All right, so this is things that you're gonna have to follow to get the results you want. A great quote I always hear somebody say is, you need to be urgent with your input. You should be urgent every day, trying to find ways to get explosive. You should be urgent, but be patient with your output. Understand it's gonna take a long time. Understand that it's gonna take a while, but I have to be consistent every day on my urgent input. If I fall off and I'm not consistent, then getting faster and getting explosive will never happen. Okay, so hopefully you guys took something from this video. Hopefully I showed you how you're gonna become an explosive running back, so you can be able to dominate an open field and be able to score those long touchdowns that you've been wanting so long. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, subscribe to the channel. Get us to 2K. But anyways, your guy KJ. We'll be seeing you later.